It's Thursday, which means we're thinking like entrepreneurs, and today we're going to talk about your mission and your vision, why they're different, and why you need both of them in your business. Hey, it's Erin Smith of the Starters Club in the Entrepreneur Summit, and welcome to Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift of going from an employee to an entrepreneur. Today I'm going to talk about two very important concepts that a lot of business owners seem to interchange, or I should say a lot of business owners skip over too. So in either case, we want to make sure we understand your mission and your vision. Now, many times we're starting, we have an idea of why we're starting, we're very excited to start the business, but it really comes down to defining the mission and what that business stands for. We keep it in our heads, but we really don't document it or refer back to it. Now, your mission is what you stand for, what you're about, why you exist, essentially. And it should just be a quick 3 to 4 sentence item, but really, at max, but really describes what you stand for and why you're in business, what you are trying to accomplish with your customers, why customers should even shop with you or use you. And why this is important to define is because being in alignment with this is really, it's A, going to attract the right customers, it's going to attract the right employees, and B, it's going to help you make strategic decisions. When you can always go back to what you stand for, what you're about right before you make any decision, it's really going to help you align in the right way. Now, your vision is where you want to go in the future. So where is your company going to? And again, these aren't set in stone, all right? Let's keep this in mind. So you may have an idea of both. You set them down and write them down, and after a couple of years you come back and you're like, okay, this has changed a little bit. That's fine, but define them in the first place. But really have a clear understanding of where you want to take this business and where you want to go. Where do you want to be in the future? And really think about that and define that. Why is this important? Well, if you know goal setting 101, having a definite vision of where you're going is essential to actually getting there versus driving aimlessly. You're never going to get anywhere, all right? So that's the one important thing. The other is, once again, when you're hiring and trying to find those people that align with your business, when you're very clear about who you are and where you're going, it becomes easier to bring the right people aboard. So you have to sit down and really define these things for yourself in order to be able to drive forward in the right direction. Now, I challenge you, if you have written these things down, but if I say what's your mission and you can't rattle it off quickly, it's time to revisit it and really connect back with it. If you haven't started these yet, go back. Even if you're 4 or 5 years into business, go back and define these things. Like, the clearer you are in the center, like being centered and being right with what you stand for and where you're going, I'm telling you, business decisions become a lot easier, a lot less chaotic, because it's clear. You either are in or you're not. And as a business owner, we know we should be making decisions quickly versus too long. So define these things, understand the difference, sit down, really figure them out. Even if you think you know, write it down, post it somewhere, and be clear about it that you can always go back and look at that, because even if you've written it down, like I said, you need to be able to rattle that off quite quickly. So as always, thank you so much for watching. We're here every Thursday where we discuss the mindset shift of going from an employee to an entrepreneur. We're here to help you be not just a business owner, but a successful business owner, because there is a difference between the two. Again, I'm Erin Smith. If you love this, make sure you subscribe and share it with a friend or a relative who might be building their own business. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.